Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dungeons and Drams. This is where your favorite whiskey tube people get together and play some D&D. Joining me here tonight is some people that you recognize. Ed, why don't you start us off? What are you drinking?
I am Ed. I play the gnomish fool/fighter, Agnomeio Banderas, aka Noro, and I am drinking a Nulu toasted bourbon finished apple brandy from ADHD Mad Madness, a sample sent to me by the lovely Adriana. Thank you so much, Adriana.
No problem.
Nice. Clifton, what are you up to?
Hello, I am Clifton. I play Knobolas, a half-elf warlock, and I am also drinking a Nulu toasted bourbon finished apple brandy barrel from ADHD whiskey, thanks to Adriana.
I love seeing all the green masking tape on the
I know, that's
on the
funny.
bottles. Like a lot of people use like fancy label machines and stuff, and I just stole lime green masking tape from work and I used that.
There's a lot of info on there.
No, it's perfect. It's very distinctive.
Yeah, I try to put it all. Yep, that's how I know all my samples at work too, because I'm the only person who uses the lime green.
Nice. So, how about you, Molly? Because you are actually joining us tonight, I believe.
Yes, I am. So before I show off my drink, I'm Molly. I play Daffy Sage Blossom, a wood elf paladin, and I'm drinking what these fine folks are drinking tonight. I've got my little official bottle here. I've got a large ice cube, and here we go.
Yay! Nice. Excellent. In case you didn't pick up on the trend, we're all going to be drinking the same thing tonight. So, yeah. So, Jason, how about you? What are you up to? Who are you? And we know what you're drinking. Kind of ruined the surprise, I suppose.
Yes, I'm Jason C. from the Mash and Drum. I play the character Alessio Morte, the Eladrin Rogue / Arcane Trickster. He has a lot of fun stuff. And I am also drinking the Nulu ADHD Mad Madness, but instead of samples, I was, lucky enough to grab a full bottle of it. So here's the fun sticker of it. It's pretty cool.
Ooh.
So there it is, the hardcore.
There it is, hardcore.
Making us jealous.
Hardcore.
Very cool.
Hardcore.
Well, I wouldn't be jealous yet. We haven't tried. At least I haven't tasted it yet. I have no idea if it's any good. So.
I know. I've been wanting to, but I've been holding off.
I know, right?
Just I gotta wait for everybody.
Yeah, it's really. I've had apple brandy finishes, but not a toasted apple brandy finish. So I think that's what's going to make it kind of cool.
Nice. And Adriana.
Hi, I'm Adriana, and I play TaLin Creek, the halfling ranger, and I am the person who supplied a bunch of samples with lime green masking tape of the same packet.
Awesome. And
But I'm excited. I haven't tried it either, and I'm new to apple brandy finish entirely.
I haven't had anything like that either. Yeah, I'm curious.
Nice. Did I miss it? Did you say who you play as? Did I miss that completely?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, sorry.
TaLin Creek, halfling ranger.
Perfect. Yeah. I was doing stuff. That's my fault. Cool. All right, and then I am Bill, your DM. I am the guy whose brain produced a giant pool of blood and torture devices and all kinds of fun stuff. So, take that for what it's worth. But Clifton, why don't you
Patreon shout out. Yeah, so of course, thank you as always to our amazing patrons who have supported the channel. Shout out to Mike, Adriana, Steve, Tony Tutos, EJ, James Taylor, David, Gavin, and Martin. If y'all want to support the show, you can do for as little. What's the lowest tier, Bill? I don't know the pricing.
I believe it's a $3.
Okay.
$3. Yeah.
For as little as $3 a month, you can support us at patreon.com/Dungeons and Drams. There's a link in the description.
And you should.
Yes.
Because everybody here is way better than me and they deserve it. So, Jason was awesome this week and designed some T-shirts for us. So, Jason, do you want to tell us a little bit about them, or about specifically? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, basically, I don't know. It was like a month ago, or maybe a little bit over that. We were just playing, and if you guys watch our show, we do this thing called Risky Whiskey, where if we're in a dire situation and we all roll a 1 or something else pretty terrible, We all take a sip, or we could choose to take one sip of whiskey. That's our risky whiskey use. And with that, we get one re-roll. But if we roll like crap again, then we're stuck with it. But every now and again, we roll again, and it might be a natty 20 or something better. So the risky whiskey is a big, important, and fun thing that's in addition to our game. So, why do we not have a shirt yet to memorialize this this cool thing that's part of our Dungeons and Drams channel? So came up with a design, and gave it to Bill, and he made some stuff. So why don't you show him what we got, Bill?
Nice. Yeah, so I've got them up on the screen. So we have 2 shirts. One's just the logo on the chest. Pretty cool looking logo, though, honestly. And then the Risky Whiskey, really, really great. I love that you did the one on the front, because, of course, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I definitely support unfortunate circumstances making us drink more. So,
it's got to be the one.
but if you all want to, you can check out the description. There's a link over to a Teespring store, and go check it out. And thanks for checking it out. All right.
It's cool. Yep, I'm gonna order one myself.
Nice. Does anybody else have anything they want to get into before we talk about the recap?
Should we review the whiskey, or are we holding on to it?
Yeah, I guess why don't we all? Yeah, thank you.
They're all looking at that.
I think I need.
Should we wait till one of us dies, or?
No, I think I need a drink. I got to get my brain straight. I'm like all over the place tonight. So, cheers, everybody, and thank you everybody in the chat for joining us. And yeah,
cheers.
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 Oh, someone's car bumped with these assholes.
That means it's good.
Someone's car was really excited.
That is pretty good.
I like this whiskey a lot. This is it tastes very similar to an apple brandy that one of my viewers on the Whiskey Dick sent me. I can't remember the name of it, but it was basically an apple brandy finished in a whiskey barrel, whereas this is more whiskey finished in an apple brandy barrel. So.
Yeah, I was which distillery you supply, because it reminds me of like Copper and Kings. Like they have an apple brandy.
That sounds right, actually. I think that might have been it, but I'd have to check.
There's so much like cinnamon apple like fall candle going on in this whiskey.
It was funny because I didn't smell all that much apple on the nose, but then the taste, I was like, "Oh, there's a lot of apple."
There's a lot of apple on
I'm so surprised. It's so smooth. Like there's no burn, which I was kind of anticipating, given like all that cinnamon apple action that y'all are describing. But it's great.
Yeah.
It's high. It's 123 proof, so it's up there.
Oh, good.
It's not like that cinnamon red hot. It's like a baking cinnamon. It's a nice cinnamon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good call. Yeah. I was gonna say the nose for me is actually more like kind of walnutty and brown sugar, like candied walnuts almost.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, that makes sense. I was like, my mind was going
like pecan pie.
My mind was going to maple syrup a little bit, but yeah, I think pecan pie makes more sense.
Yeah, tons of brown sugar.
You know what? I really liked what you said about the what'd you say? It was like a fall candle or something like that. That was I liked that note a lot. That especially on the nose. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that brown sugar, that like rich brown sugar, cinnamon. This is like what you put like around the rim, like on a some shitty pumpkin spice cocktail you get at like Apple.
but this is good.
But this is a lot better. Yeah. Like, I'd rather just drink this.
I'm wondering.
It turns out I prefer my fall candles in my whiskey than as a candle.
That is fair.
My house is littered with them at all times.
I have a recently dumped apple brandy barrel sitting in the Rick house right now, so now I kind of want to try something with that.
Do it.
You should.
I've always said I feel like finishing bourbon is kind of cheating, but I might have to cheat a little on this one.
Listen,
this is really good.
I know you're a rye guy, Ed, and we picked a Starlight apple brandy finished rye that was freaking delicious. So definitely throw a rye in there. That
might be good. Yeah,
sweet and spice works good together.
Yeah.
Plus, Ed, you're working at a real place now. There's nothing wrong with cheating a little bit. It'll make a good product. So
that is true.
Right.
That is true.
That is right.
Oh, speaking of which, my NDA is up.
Ooh.
So Yeah. The place has been sold. We are currently under new ownership. There is going to be a rebrand coming in April, so I'll let you know more about that when it happens. But pretty soon, I'm going to get to tell you all the things we're working on, and I'm very excited. So
cool.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I feel like that was
I know. I can tell you right now, the one big thing is we are getting in a bunch of barrels from a couple of unnamed Kentucky and Tennessee distilleries. We are going to blend it with our own house distillate, kind of High West Redwood Empire style. So that is the next big project that I'm working on. So
nice.
Yeah.
That'll be great. Well, I'm excited to hear about it.
So Dicko and Bardstown Bourbon Company. I'm only kidding.
His indie names are not all of his indie names, just that one.
I'm just saying, generally, that's all that's available right now. with the exception of a few 7 to 8 year beam barrels, which I know.
Well, I will say the Tennessee whiskey is actually a rye.
Hiding. What's that, Ed?
The Tennessee whiskey is actually a rye we're getting in. So.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
I went full rogue mode and stole all those 7 and 8 year old Jim Beam barrels.
I was gonna say that sounds like right up my alley. You gotta share those with me.
It's waiting for the get together.
Yes.
So James,
we're working on a Master Journey Club. We're working on a pick now with I can't say what brand it is, but it is sourced beam. And it might be. I think it's supposed to be from a lot of Bookers, apparently. So
nice,
like a single. So to be able to maybe get like a single barrel Bookers, if they're not lying to us, like you never know what they're gonna say.
Yeah,
I'm always skeptical until I taste it. We'll see if it actually is.
I'd say Bookers has a pretty distinct flavor profile. I bet you could nail that down.
It does. I feel like if we taste it, then yeah. So
you gotta let us know because like I will buy that.
I was gonna say that one I might be back in on. I've fallen out of love with Bookers a long time ago, but I also would totally buy a pick.
Oh yeah, I haven't bought it because of right.
It's only three selections, like 3 barrels they have. So we're gonna see if one of them is worthy. So we'll see how it goes.
Nice. Cool. Well, let us know.
I'd love the chance to buy one.
I know you guys being beam heads. I'll definitely let you know.
Yes, please.
Hard not to be.
Give us a chance.
All right, everybody. So let's jump into the recap. Let's get to the game because plenty to go through, and you guys are currently swimming through a massive amount of blood. So, when last we saw our adventurers, they were being led into the Temple of Tongues by Priestess Achi and several Malisons. She questioned Knobolas about his ascension to Malison and his place as a messiah, but Knobolas' answers were not impressing the priestess. She challenged Knobolas to prove his allegiance to Halix and showed him 4 captives strapped to torture devices looming over a giant pool of blood. One of the captives was the Knoll, McShweta, who apparently got herself captured and sold as a slave. Not about to watch creatures being tortured, Agnomeio took advantage of the situation and charged at the priestess with his rapier, and a giant melee ensued. Many UNT died, and during the fight, 4 UNT sporting blue sashes around their waists joined the fray. The raiders were there to help. The UNT were losing badly, and the priestess was blown backwards into the pool of blood by some well-placed eldritch blasts, and Daffy finished the job with a sword to, and I quote, her stupid face. The prisoners were freed, including 2 Goliath warriors of the Brass Blades, who left to try to free the rest of their clan, as well as a jungle gnome who is desperately looking for a flare gun that he came into the city with. Its location is still unknown. After looting the temple and finding quite a bit of gold and gems, the group decided to pass through a hidden passageway at the bottom of the pool of blood. Did I miss anything super important that you guys want to chime in with?
No,
cool.
That sounds
just
pretty accurate.
Just how great and handily we took out like 15 guys.
You sure did, yeah.
That's pretty killer.
We did pretty well, guys. So.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, so
especially the stupid face comp.
Did anybody check out the altar that the guy killed himself on?
Look at that. You guys did look.
Go ahead. We did go in that room, didn't we? Or was that? Oh no, that was the bed. That was the.
Y'all went in and you found the map.
Yeah, found the map. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I was just wondering if there's any indications of like it's used to drain and collect blood towards a certain direction.
I mean, I literally was up there looking at it and like even saying that we have one just like this back in my village, aka cul-de-sac. So I would have got a pretty good look at it. Did I notice anything weird about it though?
I don't know. Doesn't matter now. We're in a pool of blood.
Yeah. Well, so you guys did actually look around that room pretty well. The only thing that you really found was the guy killed himself on the slab of rock. It's a huge slab of rock. There, at least as far as you saw, there were no like hidden compartments or anything like that. And then you found that map of Helixia with the rune that was kind of like drawn on it. And I believe Ed had mentioned or had realized that it was a necromantic rune of some sorts. Okay, so you swim through a small rectangular tunnel, shoulder width wide and tall. You can't see. Oh my gosh, I can't read. You can't see at all moving through this blood, and your whole world is red and thick. You do notice that although the blood has a familiar and expected taste of copper and salt, there's something else there. Your lips and tongue burn as if you took a sip of strong alcohol. You find that you need to shut your eyes against it, and as you feel your way through the tunnel, you need to squeeze through a few openings. The whole ordeal takes about 2 minutes of dragging yourself forward along the wall hand over hand, and when you can no longer feel the walls, the space seems larger. And with your eyes still shut tight, you feel the waft of air as you emerge from the pool. You wipe the blood from your eyes and take a look. It's completely dark in this room, but those of you with dark vision will see it appears to be some sort of bathing area. There are stone steps leading from a tiled floor down into the crimson pool, and even some bloodied footprints. There are 2 torches on the wall and a brazier on a stone pillar within the pool. All of them are extinguished. There are 2 stone snake statues in the corners of the room, and there is a single door on the other side of the tiled floor.
Okay, I'm gonna light one of the torches so that
that was my first thought too.
So
yeah.
there's a torch right. Yeah, it's not letting me ping, but there's a torch kind of near the top snake, near the bottom snake, and then the brazier behind you. What are you doing?
Oh, it's a trap.
maybe not. I'm just asking.
Maybe we should just light a hand torch first before we start lighting things on fire.
Get a better look at the room.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So I ask again, what are you lighting?
Okay, I'm lighting my own torch.
You're lighting your own torch. Got it. Okay. Cool.
So I'll take away one of my torches.
Cool.
Real quick, does anybody have anything that
did
heals
it for you.
so I can get some life back? I'm low, and if something jumps out and attacks us, I have 9 hit points.
Oh wow!
I can lay some hands on you.
Well,
yeah, not to be a big baby, but I am a little dying.
Well, this is completely up. It's completely.
I have good berries.
Sorry, I was going to say it's complete. How do you have good berries still? Or you have
because you can make new ones every day.
Okay,
I haven't used mine today. I didn't steal them.
At the moment, I mean, you guys make your own choice, but at the moment, you are secluded in a room with a closed door, and if you wanted to take a short rest, it's an option. Just whether anybody will be coming in to take a bath or not is unknown. But
I'm okay with you guys taking a short rest, and then I can stand and serve as guard.
Yeah, I can as well. I'm pretty healthy right now, so I can join Daffy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fully healthy, so I can also.
So these 2 babies will go take their nappy.
Exactly. I'm just going to slowly drag myself halfway out of the pool and just collapse.
So, Agnomeio, Alessio, you guys are going to take a short rest and
take a short rest. Yeah.
All right. TaLin, could you?
Is the blood warm?
The blood is about the air temperature. I wouldn't say it's warm, but it's not cold. It's somehow kept like body temperature. Yeah. TaLin, could you roll me a d20, please?
Can I do it with a real dice?
Absolutely, you can. It's actually a reason I called on you first.
Yeah.
But you do have to show off the dice. And I'm gonna.
Okay.
Oh no, I guess I'm not. That's it.
It's gonna be hard.
Oh, cool.
You don't have
But
to show it
it's
rolling,
another
just
10.
to
I rolled a 10.
They're pretty. You rolled a 10?
That's why I grabbed a pillowcase, so it wouldn't be too crazy.
I like that.
I got new dice, and they're so cool.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I worried about doing mine on the desk. I think that would be really loud.
Those are pretty.
Yeah.
Well,
Like you can't tell, but there's tiny, tiny glitter in there, and it's liquid and it moves when you roll it.
so what you're saying
So
is
if
they're
I'm just
weighted.
sitting here going like this, it's because I'm distracted. It's
You would
easy
hardly be the
Reading the
first.
die, it's like a seance.
Yeah.
So Alessio, if you want to, you can roll more than just the one hit die. You have, I believe, 7 because you're now 7th level.
Oh, I can roll 7 of these things?
If you want to.
Oh, all right.
There's no telling how many times you might want to. Like, there's always a risk because you don't know how long it'll be until you actually get a long rest.
All right, got one more, and I'm good. Nice. All right, I'm full.
Nice. All right. So feeling much better. What would you all like to do?
Oh, the babies are up.
Agnomeio's feeling healthy again. A bit too healthy, if you ask me.
Agnomeio's ready to throw himself in the pit.
While they slept, Knobolas definitely taste tested the blood because you said it kind of burned like alcohol, so I was a little curious about it.
Mhm.
But I assume it's just blood.
It is.
All right, so
Well, you know what? Make a medicine check for me. We don't do those a
I'm
lot.
not going to be good at that, but
That's
we'll
all
try
right.
it.
A 2
Oh, no.
or a 4.
4.
Oh.
I'm
So,
not going to risk you with you.
No, that's fine. It is. It as I described it. It's blood and it tastes like alcohol. Something is either added or wrong with this blood.
Interesting.
Okay.
Mhm.
I feel like TaLin would see that and really be curious also. Can I also do a medicine check?
Sure, go for it. But that'll be the last one.
Okay.
Only because you rolled
I just
in game too.
I rolled it here just
All right,
because
14. So using
I want to make sure I'm going to do my math right.
that's fair. So with a 14, so you kind of pick up the same thing. I mean, basically this is definitely water that has been cut with alcohol in order to keep it from clotting. But you also imagine that might make it might make it a little flammable too. So something to consider.
Oh.
That's a lot of alcohol.
It would be.
They just
Are
got
you
like a
currently, like,
crazy
holding it
moonshine
toward-
still.
It's a lot of blood.
got a
Something
big
tells me
pellet.
that would be a lot harder to get the blood than the alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
All right. Is this door locked or open?
That door is well, do you want to try it?
Yeah, I'm gonna slowly kind of check the door, see if it's locked or open.
All right. The door is not locked and you can open it.
Oh.
Are we going to ignore the elephant in the room with these giant foot?
I was going to say those were there, before we
Those
got
were
there.
there.
And the
Yeah,
snake
those were already there.
statues, like, do the snake statues have anything meaningful going on with them?
Those are usually
Okay.
a bad sign.
Yeah, I recall from our early sessions.
I'll go stick my
Yeah, those snake statues have bitten us in the ass before.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Unintentionally.
So, just a
All
point of note, you have started to see these snake statues kind of around Helixia. There were a couple of very large ones in front of the Temple of Tongues. These are the first that you've seen in person since going into the temple, but they do not appear to be much more than statues. Whereas the last big one, it was missing its eyes and there was all kinds of stuff going on. These appear to be regular statues, but if you want to look at them closer, you can roll an investigation. That's up to you.
Nah.
Can we check out the footprints?
Sure. They appear
Like,
they're
do they seem like lizard folk or?
so good question. So the footprints, there are not only regular humanoid footprints, but there's also kind of what looks to be like drag marks, kind of like long lines of blood, and some of these lines are actually heading towards the walls, where you notice that there are these 6-inch wide holes kind of decorating the lower parts of the walls.
Wait, so
Like the size of the bricks that were attached to the collars?
No. I mean, maybe some of them, but probably not related.
sorry, did you say it looked like the blood was being dragged towards the holes or like away from them?
So the ones that are dragging are heading towards the holes in the wall.
They're like only 6 inches wide.
I'm going to go look in one of these holes.
Sure.
Hello.
All right. So it is pretty
Be
dark.
careful when
So
you dig in there.
make a perception check with disadvantage for me. Because although TaLin has her torch out, it's still pretty dark in here.
Oh, I don't see crap.
Yeah, so you can see it. You can see
poke the rapier into it. Does it go deep?
Yeah, that's fine. No, so you see a cave fissure in there. No, I'm just kidding. So you look into the little tunnel and it goes black almost immediately. Even if you poke your rapier in there, it does not hit anything. It pretty much just disappears as if you were looking through like a pipe.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, good to know.
So, man, is something changing form and getting smaller into those holes? Interesting thoughts.
Or they're just cramming people into them, just like a sausage maker. Just
I would explain the blood.
There's a lot of blood.
Making human meatballs? Like, what are they doing in there?
So
these people are so inefficient.
So Alessio, so you open the door. And you notice it leads to a 30-foot long hallway ending in a T-junction. A single unlit torch is on the wall in front of you at the end of the hallway.
Okay. All right, so with the door open, what I want to do is actually fire a flaming arrow at the one on the wall to try to get it lit before we go all the way in there.
Okay.
That's something I could do.
I think that would be fun to try. So I'll even say that you just find a piece of cloth inside your bag and maybe wrap it around the tip of your arrow, light it off of TaLin's torch, and go ahead and roll an attack roll with your short bow. It might yell at you about not targeting anything, but probably. We'll see.
All right, let's see here.
I think I'm falling in love with this Nulu apple brandy.
It's so good.
I know, it's pretty tasty, yeah?
It's so good.
14.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's like
it's pretty easy to drink.
Every sip gets better.
Yeah.
But the finish though is so long. Even though it's easy to drink, it's got a really long. Like it lingers around for a while.
Here's the problem.
Cinnamon sugar.
Every time that I think about it, I'm going to end up pouring more. so don't do that to me.
Tonight?
So
we're going to get Bill wasted.
So you knock an arrow, you light it on fire, and you shoot it, and it actually kind of sticks into the wall and ends up lighting the torch on fire. Nice shot.
Boom.
Wow. Nice.
Look at that. See
How drunk do we have to get you to let us ride Thorak in a rodeo?
You just have to roll high.
That'd be the coolest thing.
All right, let's see here. All right, so I guess
nothing happened.
Now that we can see down the hall,
nothing
there's really
happened.
nothing at it. Looks like it's just the wall. You guys game for going in here?
Well, now I wonder if we stand on the other side of the door and then shoot the arrow at the other torch. Can we see what happens in there? Is that what we want to try? I don't know. Yeah, close the door.
Yeah, not with it being somewhat flammable. I think that's a bad idea.
Okay.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Good point.
All right. So you head to the end of the hallway here, and as you look over to the north, and you're able to see about 60 feet before darkness obscures the end of the hallway. What you can see is entirely nondescript aside from another unlit torch on the wall. To the south, you see another hallway, only about 30 feet long, ending in a stone wall.
All right, so north, this is the way.
You never know. There might be secret doors and such.
I know. I was like, should we at least
that's
investigate
true.
the short path?
Want to try the dead end real quick before we
Real
get
quick, we'll head on down here and
Sure.
tap around.
Sure. Nomio, why don't you make an
maybe
investigation, please?
Or
Yep.
investigation? Sure. Ow, man, I am rolling not so well.
That's all right.
7.
Save your good rolls for battles, man.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
So with a 7, you do not find anything. I mean, it's a stone wall. There's nothing to find.
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Can we just walk through and barely touch every single stone just in case?
you are welcome to do that
And
if you'd
roll
like.
for every single one. No.
This will be the worst episode ever, but
But you have to take a sip for every stone.
oh jeez.
No,
It could be the best episode ever.
In that case, absolutely yes.
I think she's trying to like make Bill get so drunk that he's just gonna like give us like 10 more levels. Like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, you got so much. You're all level 20.
All right. So
Trying.
so you guys head into the north. So as you head to the north, I mean, what are you doing? Are you I tell you guys entirely too much stuff. I just want you to tell me what
I
you're doing.
feel like we should proceed with stealth in our steps, like not be too obnoxious, be on our, on our tippy toes here.
I start singing loudly.
I'm still a lizard, but I'm still pretty stealthy.
Sure.
No, I am terrible at stealth. I'll let you guys.
I know we have to sing loudly.
So why don't you?
I'll let you guys go first. I am bad at stealthing.
Why doesn't everybody
Really
make a
bad.
stealth roll, and we will consider it a combined stealth, like a group check.
Okay. Sound like one.
No, 21.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, I rolled a 3. I still got.
Wow, your multiplier must be incredible.
It is.
Yeah, my stealth stats are legendary.
Ooh,
All right.
not great.
You accidentally did with
Mine
disadvantage.
is an
I
unnatural
have
20.
disadvantage 'cause of my
17
armor.
Okay.
plus 3.
Nice.
I'm
All right.
pretty
So
sure, 'cause
21,
it's split armor.
a natty,
Yeah.
a 14, a 7, and an 8. So we'll call that an average of, I don't know, a quick math, like a 14, somewhere in there. So as you guys are walking, I'll keep that in mind that you're moving pretty stealthy, and I'll call for another stealth check if it matters. As you're walking up along the corridor, you notice that there's a number of those 6-inch wide holes, kind of interspersed, kind of like not really in a predictable pattern. They're just occasionally found in the wall, both higher, lower, all over the place.
Why do I feel like these are gonna just dump blood?
How
all over?
high? Like all the way to the ceiling, or just like?
So these are fairly small caverns
Sure.
or tunnels. The ceiling here is only about 10 feet tall, and the area that you're actually in is pretty narrow. It's probably about 10 feet wide. At most, you guys can fit side by side here. So it's a pretty narrow little passage.
It still looks like it was built by lizard folk, though.
No, this was built by the UNT, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, this was built by the UNT. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, I guess we should just keep walking north stealthily and see what's happening here.
Sure.
What is this pipe thing right here? Is
So
is
that-
the whole cavern?
That's the unlit
Is that a
torch.
torch?
That's the torch.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
I'm like
okay.
scared to light it as we walk by.
I know.
Like,
That's
Another
fine.
dead end.
Oh, is this another
that a
dead
dead
end?
No, maybe we do have to light the torches.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just a design, but something looks weird on the left top corner there.
yeah, it does look like there's a crack there.
don't read into stuff like that. It's a map.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
I thought.
If there was
It's
ever going to be a
handy,
thing
but-
like that, I would have you guys roll for it. Just keeping that in mind for any other map I might make.
Got it.
I don't know. I feel like the secret might be with the snake statues.
Or the torches.
I hate that could be it, but
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I think that
Okay.
this floor was obviously made for this whatever bath this is, and the fact that these folks can kind of get into these 6-inch holes in some way, shape, or form, that takes them to another part of this this cavern, or this structure, I should say.
So we gotta become like balls, like Metroid. Like
We gotta
roll your little
become-
ball and roll through.
Yo,
Somehow we become tiny. I don't know.
so
Our gnomes are halfway there.
Yeah,
I have a fire path that I've not used in a few days, so I know I could use it.
Mhm.
Explain the fire
That-
path.
Basically, it lets out little lightning bugs, fireflies, type things that will guide the way to where I'm trying to get to.
Oh.
Oh.
That could be useful.
Can I use my fire path?
If you'd like to. So what are you saying before you open the box up?
Hocus pocus.
It needs to know what you want.
Yeah. And so we want to get to the Ziggurat, so I'm saying
So you're in the Ziggurat.
show me the way to the Ziggurat.
We're in the
Or
Ziggurat.
show me to the, we're in?
You're
I thought we
inside.
were in the Temple of Tongues. Trying to make our way.
So
Okay.
this is just the whole like in between episodes thing. So you guys jumped into that blood tunnel, and I had said like basically it's heading towards the Ziggurat, so it's reasonable to assume that you're inside of the Ziggurat. I'll just give you that because
Okay, cool.
I don't want you to waste your spell. So
Cool. So then, well, we're trying to get to where the dragon is and figure out if we need to release it or at least meet up with Goliath there, right? So to Thorak.
All right, so you're saying that you'd like the fire path to direct you to Thorak? Thorak?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you open the little box and a few fireflies come out and they kind of spin around you really quick. And they head to the north and they fly straight through the wall up to the north.
Okay.
Through the wall.
Mm-hmm. Magic.
I'm gonna run headlong into it, like platform 9 3/4. Just
I'm just gonna
Sure.
say it's like.
All right.
Well, do we want to light this torch first, and then
hold on.
see
No.
if the snakes are? Oops, sorry.
So you run full speed into the wall and you take 4 bludgeoning damage.
that's fair.
I commend the effort, though. Whatever.
However, I will say, because of your earnest attempt to run through the wall, even though it's stone, you get like a little hint of an echo, as if there might be the stone might not be super thick. Maybe there's something on the other side.
They just like sit back up with a big old smile, like, "Hey guys, I found the door."
Yeah, you hear like bong.
So you see something
Okay.
powerful, maybe try to like bust through it.
So we're confirmed this is the way through. There must be a way through.
And it's definitely
Shall we-
hollow on the other side.
Shall we
Like my
light the
head.
torch, or do we want to go back to the snakes and try from there?
The
Let's
torch is
try-
really nervous.
Let's try lighting just the hall torch first and see if that does
Okay.
anything. All
Okay.
right, so
I light it up.
All right, so TaLin, you walk over to the torch. As you light the torch, it falls from the wall, and a spear bursts from one of the holes in the wall and thrusts forward, hitting you for, well, sorry, I actually need to roll. 1d2.
I almost said that I would duck while I did it, and I was like, nah, that's just being extra.
So 21 to hit. I'm sure will hit you for 11
That
damage.
hits.
As
Okey-dokey.
you are impaled with this spear, and then after about a second, it retracts back into the wall.
Ow. Okie doke.
I like her response is just ow.
Interesting thing. After you get speared with this, some of your blood inevitably splashes on the ground, and you see it kind of absorb into the tile on the floor and disappear.
Can I run forward and wipe it on the wall, on the northern wall?
You certainly can. So
I'm gonna run forward and wipe
you
it
run
on the
forward. You grab some of your belly blood and you wipe it on the wall. And
I thought it was in my shoulder.
I
Shoulder
said
doesn't
I said
sound so
skewered. I think maybe that sounded like shoulders. But whatever.
okay.
It could be in your shoulder. It's shoulder blood. So you wipe it on the
How
wall,
tall is a lizard?
and it absorbs into the stone as well, but nothing happens.
But nothing happened.
All right, we're sacrificing Booker. I'm just kidding.
Bitch!
So, Agnomeio, since you, I'll let you take a little look here as you're getting your bearings and you're stopping seeing triple of everything in this room. Make an investigation check for me.
Sure. Wow, okay, someone else look at this dang door, because I am concussed or something.
I'll let TaLin make a
Can I
roll
look?
on it too, since she's over
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So investigation. So you're gonna want to roll your d20 and then add your investigation modifier.
Oh. Whoops. I rolled a 2. And I have a plus
0.
Ooh, risky whiskey. I'm going to risky whiskey it.
Go for it.
using it? Wow. Okay, go for it. There we go.
Okay. I have some ECBP A123 that I was trying earlier that I'm going to finish first.
Fair enough.
That's
That is
worth the
that is sufficient ABV to count. So-
exactly.
It is, woo, 16.
16, that'll be enough. So you walk back over to the wall and you start noticing there's a couple more of these holes that are kind of on the side of the wall, maybe like one going through. As you look, you see one that actually is kind of angled down. And you see on the other side of this wall, there are some torches flickering on the other side. And you see what looks like a lever on the other side of the wall. It would be out of your reach, just since I'm sure that was going to be the next question. Like if you were to stick your hand through the tunnel,
Yeah, like
through the
put
tube.
your hand through the thing. Cool.
Man, what do
Would it
we?
be-
Lever on the other side of These are the same holes in the wall like that we've been seeing? Or
Correct.
These are
Yep.
different ones. Okay.
Same holes in the wall. She looked through the hole, and there's a lever on the other side that she sees through the hole.
Correct. Yep. So it would be reasonable to assume this lever would activate some sort of hidden door, but it would be out of your reach.
How far is it to the lever?
So it would be about 6 feet away.
Oh, hey, I've got a 10-inch
shit.
whip. I'm gonna.
A
So you
10
gotta hit
inch?
that lever.
You're gonna whip
10
it through the
10
hole.
foot.
Or 10 foot?
10 foot. Excuse me.
And I took
Got
out
10
a
inches.
10 inch
Stick it into there.
record of the It's like
You're
Aerosmith.
gonna somehow snap the whip through the hole.
That's what I was going to ask too. I'm not feeling this one so much. Although you do have Spiccolo is your whip, and it does have an ability that. Well, Spiccolo, I believe, has a ability to basically wrap around something. So if it's completely up to you.
I'm gonna try to coax my whip through the hole.
Sure. So if you're going to use Spiccolo's magical ability, I will just let this succeed. But that's up to you, because I don't really see any other way that you could make this happen with the whip.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'll use this once a day.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So you feed the whip through the hole. It kind of slides down, and then you does Spiccolo have a magic word to make this thing happen? I forget.
No, it's just naturally prehensile.
It just happens. So
while he does this, I'm already ducking. Just
fair enough. So Spiccolo wraps around the lever, and you pull, and the lever pulls. The lever pulls up, and the door slides open,
Oh,
leading into another room.
Ooh.
nice job, Spiccolo.
Yeah.
So in this
So
next
bleeding on the door did nothing.
bleeding on the door did nothing.
Cool.
But it was a good effort. So the next room is square and fairly large, about 60 feet. 60 feet from corner to corner. Within this room are 3 statues against the walls. Each appears to be a wizard holding a staff and a book. In front of each are 3 columns. One is mostly gray with a tint of blue to it. Another is red, and the other is green.
Earth, fire, and water. Is this Pokemon, and we're picking our starter?
Red, gray, and green.
Do the books have any writing on them? I would like to go and take a book look.
Sure. So the book to your left it does have writing on it, and it's in some form of Elvish, which you are not able to read, Agnomeio.
Oh, I
Yep.
can help with that.
Oh,
Okay, so Knobolas is going to read the book here. Give me a sec. So this one is this guy. So Knobolas, if you could please read this to everybody else.
All right, I'll try my best. It's titled Volaris. I believe I'm pronouncing that right.
Yep.
Volaris, air elemental with dragon's might, lightning storms within, ready to fight. Helix, water serpent of monstrous size, confrontation brewing, danger in their eyes. In battle fierce, Volaris emerged the winner. Helix vanquished, his fate a harsh reminder. And Helix learned from this never to underestimate the power of Volaris, the elemental of air and fate.
Damn.
oh,
Okay.
So I was kind of right. Maybe I was right about the different elements, the fire,
Mhm.
wind.
Definitely.
That's deep.
and that air might help us against dipshit. What's his name?
Well, what's
Helix.
the guy by the green one say?
Yeah.
So Daffy's over there right now. So Daffy, you do you look at the book?
Yes.
Okay. So the book is written in Draconic, actually.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Anyone speak dragon?
I speak
Don't-
Draconic.
Yay!
Ooh.
That's good.
So TaLin.
Boop-a-doop. I'm gonna go over
So
here.
let's do this.
Read us a story, TaLin.
All right.
You got what am I reading?
So it should have just popped up on your screen.
Wow, I just realized I could read Elvish too. Nice.
Oh, sweet. It's black on black. In a battle of elements, Avalon. In a battle of elements, 2 creatures clashed. Avalon, the earth turtle, and a water serpent. gnashed. It said it really did. With boulders hurled and waves crashed, their struggle shook the ground and sea unmasked. But the turtle's strength and cunning prevailed at last, and the water's serpent fled, defeated and aghast. And Halix learned from this, even the mightiest can fall fast. Okay, so turtle and earth beats Halix also.
So earth, turtle, air elemental, and then we got a fiery thing over here I'm betting.
I'm gonna go check that one out.
All right. So you go up and you check it out. It's in a form of dwarvish.
Agnomeio.
I speak gnomish, you racist.
I speak Dwarvish. Oh,
All right.
there's someone else?
No. So
Go ahead.
All right.
oh,
Who speaks Dwarvish?
I probably should have thought that. Whatever. So Knobolas, you
We both do.
That's all right. So Knobolas, I'll let you read this one again.
I mean, if someone else wants to read it.
Yeah, you know what? Just for the heck of it. So it's you know what? It matters. All right, you can go ahead and read it, Knobolas.
Okay. This one's called Sear. I think Sear.
Sear, as in like searing a steak.
Okay. Sear. In fiery glory, the phoenix rose, her wings ablaze, her spirit glows. Against the water beast she chose to fight with fervor and unclose the power within to overcome the foes. And Halix learned from this how courage flows.
Huh. Okay, so we've got three elements. We're missing water.
And that's the jerk. That's Halix.
That's Halix.
I
Dipshit.
can never
Halix
remember
is
his name.
the water? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the water serpent.
Halix is the
What was it?
water. Turtle's the earth. Air is the elemental, and Phoenix is the fire.
And it sounds like all of them got one over on our boy Halix.
Yeah.
And
that's
he's
why-
dead now. And that bet you that necromantic spell that covered the Halexia, bet they're trying to
Mhm.
raise him from the dead.
Yeah.
Ah, sweet. There we go.
There, if you guys wanted to check that out more in detail. So
I was gonna say that TaLin was definitely reading over Knobolas's shoulder. She's nosy,
fair enough.
and she likes to read.
Yeah. Halix is a giant water serpent. Okay.
Where did we find that? Where'd it go? Ah, sweet. Elementals.
So is there a way to like summon these? I don't know.
Oh, and Valeris has lightning storms with him. Good to know.
So what's the connection with the dragon? How's the dragon supposed to help bring back a water serpent? Interesting.
I'm wondering if all the blood is for the purpose of bringing back Halix.
Yeah, it's a lot of sacrifices. It looks like.
Yeah.
Um,
Can we do an art? Can Agnomeio, you had good Arcana. Could you do an
Sure.
Arcana check maybe on the crystals?
Yeah.
there he is. There's a
There we
roll.
go.
Ooh.
22.
All right. So you look at these stones, and each one has a rune on it representing enchantment, the school of enchantment.
So they've got some sort of magic to them. What happens if I touch this air elemental one? Give it a little poke.
Nothing happens.
Nothing?
Are these pillars from floor to ceiling, Bill? Is it?
No,
or-
but great question. They're only a couple. They're probably about 3 to 4 feet. Think like waist height, maybe a little taller.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
I was thinking like columns, but yeah.
Yep.
That's,
So the top of them is kind of like about maybe like with your stomach, a little above your waist.
Gotcha. So I'm wondering if we need to put something on each of these.
that's why I was asking, because I wasn't sure if they were floor to ceiling or if we needed to. Does something have to be placed upon the pillars?
Oh.
I mean, we don't really have anything to go on the pillars right now.
I mean, I'm just wondering if we put something corresponding to each of their elements. So a torch on the fire one. We need something earthy for the.
Something.
Someone must have something earthy, right? Like,
Everyone
everyone check your
why do I have a
backpack.
dragon? Why do I have a dragon statuette? Is that new? Do y'all have that on you?
You picked that up a long time ago. I think it was in the Misscale Cave. Although I'm pretty sure that you sold that at the last thing, so I'll just take that off your person.
Okay. I don't think I sold it because I've never seen that.
Okay,
before,
that's fine.
but-
I'll leave it on you. I think it's worth 75 gold, or something like that. But
I mean, we've got mushrooms. Those are earthy.
Oh, there we go.
That's
Those
a good
are
point.
earthy.
That could work.
Also, maybe we should drink the tea from our red mushroom, or whenever we're gonna get closer to the dragon, because it protects us from poison
We don't need water.
and
We
heat.
don't need water, do we?
Then what would be air?
I was thinking lightning.
Just blow on it.
I was thinking your lightning staff, maybe.
You want me to put my javelin of lightning on there, dude?
Right, because it did say lightning was in the storm.
Yeah.
All right, but if something happens to it, you owe me a javelin of lightning.
That is fair.
Come back for it. Oh, well, no, that's not that earthy. It's like, could we put pork for the earth?
I was thinking that too. I was like, pork could be earthy.
Yeah.
try something.
All right, let's try it. I'm gonna stand by the air one over here. I'll place my lightning on it, my lightning rod.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you take out your lightning javelin. It starts to spark and crackle. Are you placing on top, or what are you doing exactly with it?
Yeah, I'm just placing it flat on top of the stone.
Excellent. So you do this, and the pillar begins to glow blue, and reacts in a way. It starts glowing blue.
Okay, let's get some fire. I'll throw a torch on the red one.
Throw a torch on the red one,
Yeah.
or light a candle or something.
Light it up.
Hit some fire.
So what are you
Okay.
doing?
I'll put the green mushroom.
I'm putting a lit torch on top of the red stone.
Okay. So you put the lit torch on top of the red stone, and it starts to glow red.
Oh shit!
Okay.
I don't know if I like this. I'm scared of what's
Yeah.
happening.
I don't know what's gonna happen right now. Okay, but
When are
I'm
glowing
gonna put-
rocks ever bad?
Let's roll with it.
Yeah.
we're
I'm gonna
rolling
put
with
my
it.
green mushroom on top of the earth
All
stone.
right. Mushroom
All right.
on the earth.
So you place your green mushroom on top of the earth stone, and it begins to glow green.
Oh shit!
Alessio,
Anything else?
make a dexterity saving throw for me, real quick.
Here we go.
Oh no.
It's not what you think.
Okay, dexterity saving throw.
With a 9. So, you see, Alessio, the green mushroom turns to dust on top of the green pillar. The torch turns to dust on top of the red pillar. And as you see this, you lift your lightning javelin up off of the top of the blue pillar, and presumably before it would have turned to dust itself, you managed to get it off.
Oh my god!
That was close.
It was not a
sorry.
high DC, but it was a real DC.
Yeah, oh my god! Thank goodness I have good dexterity.
I know, right? Yeah. What'd you roll? You rolled like a 3.
Rolled a damn 3. It's like a 9.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Yeah, you
So
needed
do
to
we need
roll
to put
above a
something else
5.
up?
So yeah.
Oh my
Do we
god!
need to put something else up there? Which one
Well,
was that
sorry.
one there?
So let me finish that thought. So as these
Sorry.
things disappear, another door opens to the south. The stone wall to the south east slides to the side and opens the next hallway for you.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right, guys. Another
This is
door
fun.
has opened. This is awesome. All right, here we go. This might be the Apple Brandy talking, but let's go.
All right,
It is
Knobolas.
so good.
Knobolas, since you're first, why don't you go ahead and roll a perception check for me?
Alright.
And then why don't
You
you
guys
all
ever switch to another whiskey and then realize how good the whiskey you had before it was?
Yes. All the
Yeah.
time.
Because I just switched.
That's why I drink control bourbons.
I just switched to the farm stock bourbon from Whistle Pig. I'm like, wow, this is so much worse than the new.
Yeah, you know what though? That would have been bad just right off the bat. So anyway, all right. So with a 19, actually, so you hear quite a bit. Ooh. So you hear you hear footsteps up ahead, and they seem to be walking away from you. You also hear a slight mumbling, but you can only make out a few words. Something about a mind whisperer.
Mind whisperer. Somebody can read minds. Oh,
is it just one person's footsteps, or is it sounding more than one person?
With a 19, yeah, it sounds like one person.
Okay, we can take him.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue to move forward, but kind of peek around the corners. Let's not just go right into the halls.
Sure. TaLin, could you roll me a d20, please?
You betcha.
Don't roll a 1. And then who's taking point here?
12.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, just 12.
Yep, just 12.
I'll take point since I have the most stealthiness.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So your stealth roll from earlier. Actually, since you're specifically doing this, why don't you roll a stealth for me?
Okay.
Yeah, 26 will work.
Yeah. I'm literally floating. Floating in the air.
I did the roll private because I didn't want you to know what it was. I didn't want you to see the name, but this person rolled a 6. So yes, you are floating through the air as far as this person's concerned. So I'm going to move you just a little bit here. So you come around the corner. And you see there is some sort of a person, doesn't seem to have many snake-like features. And they are walking away from you. They're kind of walking, they're walking away from you. That can only be one direction.
Walking away. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, so I kind of go back and I tell, there is somebody up ahead. He's walking away. Can't tell who or what it is. So...
I mean,
should we wait a couple minutes and see if he's doing a patrol, or?
Did you say should we shoot him, Ed?
I said shiv him, but you know.
Oh, I thought you said shoot him.
No, I think we should just wait to see where he goes. If he goes all the way back down the hall, he goes into a room. Let's see what he does.
Okay.
All right. So while you are, well, we'll do that. So you're waiting to see what he's doing, basically.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So he walks basically to the end of this hallway.
Okay.
And, yep, you're able to see that far. He turns around and he starts walking back towards you. Now, with your 26, not a problem. You could absolutely hide back around the corner if you wanted to without him seeing you. But it's up to you what you'd like to do.
Yeah, I'll just hide back around the corner. I don't want to alert him to us yet.
All right. Knobolas, are you doing the same? You're poking back? Okay. Cool.
I assume he's a guard, like he's making his rounds, right?
Well, so you can see his face at this point, and he is definitely human. He's wearing kind of like a hooded cloak, like that. So, and he looks like your classic guy in a black robe, probably doing some sketchy shit. So,
all right.
As one does.
As one does.
As one does.
So you continue to hear the footsteps, and they are getting louder. You can't see him because you're around the corner, but they are coming towards you.
All right, so this is what's going to happen. This guy's going to come around the corner, and using my stealthy moves, just going to basically wait till he comes around the corner. Mm-hmm. I'll kind of jump behind him and kind of put him in a chokehold.
Okay.
And everybody else, while I have him in a chokehold, we could disarm him and let's see what he knows.
Perfect.
Cool.
I like it.
Okay.
All right.
So let me, before I get into the action here, something I forgot to mention at the very beginning of the episode for the audience is we would love it if you guys would contribute via chat and help us to name the episodes. I think that would be a lot of fun. So if any point during the episode you get inspired, just throw it in the chat. Just say like name : and then whatever you want, just so I can find it easy later. All right. So the Cultist of Halix, and by the way, anybody in the future listening to this, that's one of the benefits of coming to the lives. All right. So the cultist, the sketchy shit bathrobe guy, he starts coming around the corner, and go ahead and make an unarmed attack for me, Alessio.
Okay.
I like to think sketchy shit bathrobe guy is his legal name. That's what his
Yeah.
mother named him.
I like it.
On attack. Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah, 23 will hit. Roll for damage, just so I can see.
Okay.
In case you accidentally kill him.
All right.
Well, he did specify it was going to be, not intent to kill. All right, so you do 3 damage to him. It looks like.
Okay. Yeah, 3 damage.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
Sorry, I did it by. I didn't see it roll the first time. My
No
bad.
problem. So you kind of jump out of the from around the corner. You grab him. You put him in a chokehold, and working together, all of you manage to disarm him. You also manage to hold your hand over his mouth so he can't let out a scream. A 23 is more than enough to do everything perfectly. Okay,
Nice.
so
is he human?
he
Or
is
he
human.
Lizard folk?
He is very human, and he does not have any snake-like features, unlike the purebloods from earlier.
All right,
Interesting.
Knobolas, or I just say Agnomeio. Like, let's grill him. Ask him some questions.
Should we drag him backwards a little bit?
going?
I'm just gonna be
Should we
charging.
drag him backwards a little bit to make sure we're not overheard by?
Yeah,
Any
let's
others?
let's kind of bring him back
Yeah.
into this hall, not into the main
Bring him
hall.
back, yeah.
Okay.
All right, and now
Cool.
we could all kind of just question.
Great.
I got him in the chokehold, so you guys ask away. Let's see what we could get out of him.
And my nips are smart.
Booker's
sparkling
underneath
a little
him. Booker's underneath him, like about to like nip his nuts off. So
Okay.
Oh my
bit.
that's
God.
another
Guys, screwed.
Whoa.
warning
Yeah.
for him,
So between
just in case.
So why doesn't everybody make an intimidation roll? Because I think that would be fun. And Booker gets advantage.
I was gonna say, can I roll Booker's because
Why don't you just roll
Booker
advantage?
has a higher charisma. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be fine. Yep.
424.
Knobolas' nipples are angry.
Oh, they're sparking. They're like it's like a teaser.
Awesome. All right. So Agnomeio got an 8. Knobolas got a 24. Daffy got a 12. Booker got a 16. All right. Cool. What do you guys want to say? He is surprised, injured, and completely surrounded with a crocodile or alligator, about to chomp down on his halix.
All right, so I have him in the chokehold. I'm kind of like right next to his ear,
Mhm.
and I just kind of whisper to him, we don't want to hurt you if we don't have to, but we're gonna ask you some questions, and I would give you some advice to answer truthfully.
He stares at you silently.
You seem so nice for a rogue. You're just like, we really don't want to hurt you. It'd just be great if you answered honestly. That'd be great.
Well, I want to.
Well, I'm saying if he doesn't answer honestly, I'll cut his head off. But I'm just,
So he
You
doesn't
gotta state that part.
he doesn't respond, but he shakes his head yes.
okay.
Okay.
So
Well, I mean, I don't know if you heard it. I didn't do my voice, but actually, I did it. My voice was like Batman. You know, like
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
caught that earlier.
Christian
Yep.
Bale Batman. You know, like I would assume you.
Yeah. Swear to me. All right, what are you guys asking him? He's getting impatient. He's like, all right, they came out, swinging, and now they're just
What are
chatting
you
with
All
each
right,
other.
guys,
protecting?
go. Right, answer away. Ask some questions. Go.
What are you
down the hall?
protecting?
Oh,
What's-
okay.
Or both.
What are
Both
you
of them.
guarding?
He says he's guarding this. He says this is where the cultists sleep.
Oh.
Okay. How is a human a member of the Helix cult?
He says anybody can be in the Helix, the cult of Helix, or I don't think he would say cult, but whatever. He would say
Sure.
anybody can worship Helix, and this is how you start to become a pureblood.
Oh.
And how do you like? Are there is like an oath or something where you need to know to be a cult member? Like, what is it? Like a secret code or like a password or something?
There is no oath, but the oath is what we pay in blood. You must kill in order to progress to the higher ranks of the UNT.
Oh, it would have been so much cooler if you had to actually cut yours. Oh, whatever, fine.
What is the significance of the pool of blood?
We bathe in it to give us strength. The pure bloods really like it for their skin. But
what's up with the little holes in the walls?
That
They're
is
like
where
that one serial killer.
That is where the snakes travel through.
Oh, gross.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus. Okay.
What are the snakes for?
The snakes are the UNT.
Oh, cool.
So wait, they can turn into snakes?
Yes.
Wait, highest level UNT become little snakes? 6
That's what I was
snakes?
saying, guys. They turn into shit, and then that's how they get in the holes. Remember,
Shapeshifters.
you had the footprints, and then there's dragging. That was a snake going into the holes.
What's the radius of an anaconda?
What?
What is the flying speed of an unladen swallow?
I'm just saying, like, how small or big of a snake is it that's fitting? By the way, TaLin has literally pulled out a notebook, and she is taking notes on this whole interrogation.
What is the flight path of a yellow-bellied sapsucker?
Love it.
So we're gonna see a cultist later tying 2 coconuts to a snake.
So he looks at you. He says they don't get that big. They shrink down small.
How many people are down here?
5.
How many people have you and these other 5 folks sacrificed?
Oh, many.
These guys are half the size of an anaconda. I just looked it up. I want you to know.
Good to know.
So,
are there any weapons? Are you guys armed?
He looks down at his waist. He just has a dagger on his waist. He says, most of us have these daggers.
Are there any traps we need to be aware of?
No.
Okay, also I'd like to do insight just to see if he's lying to us.
Yeah, I was going to say, do we trust that?
Go for it.
All these answers are coming too quickly.
I was
going to say, Booker kind of like does a little nudge. Just a little head nudge. Just to remind him.
Yeah, no, there's no traps down here.
So what? Okay, all right.
So
Big picture question. What's up with the dragon?
Exactly. Yeah. We got to get into the dragon. Like, how is this? Like, all right. Yeah. Go for it.
So what are you guys? Obviously, you're trying to bring Helix back with your necromancy. What's the dragon got to do with it?
The dragon is here to assist. The dragon is part of the ritual.
Are you going to kill the dragon?
Wait. Okay.
He says no.
What does the dragon do in the ritual?
What does the dragon do in the ritual? Suffers.
Like, I'm imagining it like biting people's heads off. Like it.
He says suffers.
Oh,
man, you are some sick puppies, man.
He says what?
Suffers.
Suffers.
Oh, he suffers? Oh man. So
Okay, now we gotta free the dragon, y'all.
Oh wait, I have an even more important question. Where'd you get your outfit? I'm half joking but half serious, because if
we could use that. Yeah.
When you join the cult, when you join as a member of Helix's, I should have thought of a cool name for it, but whatever. When you start worshipping Helix and you arrive in Helixia, you are granted one.
What about the Infinite Coil? How's that? Is that a good cult name?
Infinite.
Ooh.
Yes,
For a snake? Yeah.
That's good.
All right. When you join the Infinite Coil, I like that a lot. It's canon.
It's pretty good. I mean, so at this point, one of us needs to take this guy's robe and just walk on in there all confident, like, yeah, we're part of the Infinite Coil cult. Like,
yeah.
I was gonna say, strip.
I'm down for that.
Somebody tell him to strip.
I'll do it.
Strip it off.
Gosh, being the messed up rogue I am, I asked the rest of the group, are we done asking him questions?
No, not yet. What's all the blood for? Did we ask about the blood? What's all the blood
They like
for?
to bathe in it.
We did. They like to bathe in
good for
it.
their
That's
skin.
That's it.
Yeah, it's nothing
No
fun.
purpose.
We done?
That's so lame.
He looks at you, kind of
hold on.
sensing the inevitable, and he says, "If I am to die, I will die for Helix.
Congratulations.
Your killing
What is
of
it with
me
you
will
people
only
killing yourselves?
your
Stop
sacrifice
killing
of
yourselves.
your sacrifice of me will only hasten his return.
Well,
I say we don't kill him.
Well, today's
How
not
is
gonna
that?
be-
How does death help his return?
I'm just gonna say today's not so much your lucky day. So I actually squeeze my chokehold and I cut off all the air to his brain, knock him out. And he's out.
Hey,
He's
Like,
just unconscious, or
asleep?
he's
He's
dead.
unconscious, so we strip
All right.
him.
Okay.
Who wants to don his robe? It seems like Knobolas really likes his robes.
I mean, yeah, I'm down. I'll do it.
All right.
Although last time I tried to BS my way through a situation, it didn't go well. So maybe we should go with someone more stealthy and more like believable than me.
Well, bear in mind that you
That's
are
okay.
all still lizards, like lizard folk. So you will not look
that's
like he
right.
does. Just give you that.
But he said any species can be.
That is true.
Wait,
That
and
is-
I also have
Can be from any
disguise
sort.
stealth. So could I not just like take on his form and wear his clothes and walk into a room or something?
You could.
That's a
Did we ask him everything that the ritual involves?
He's dead now, so it doesn't matter.
No, he's unconscious.
Unconscious, okay.
We didn't kill him. We didn't kill him yet.
Yeah.
I just wanted to keep him. I just wanted to keep him around just in case.
Mhm.
You know.
And I
he
think
wakes
it's
up.
safe to say the ritual doesn't involve anything good. I mean, a freaking dragon is suffering throughout it, so
Yeah, but if we know the different components, then we can know if like if we remove one of those things that like puts a hold up and screws
I
them
feel
over.
like if we just kill everyone involved, that would hold it up.
Or if we free the dragon.
Well, I think we're going to need some more information. So why don't we talk to some of these other cult members first
Yep.
and see what we could find out.
So
but
am I the one doing
Knobolas,
it?
if Knobolas is going in and he changes his appearance and he dons a black robe, maybe at least one other person in our party can go with him and be like, "Hey, I'm the new kid." Like,
I like that. Yeah, I need the support because I cannot. I will fail
Yeah.
us all.
Ed?
Your charisma, charismatic is.
I feel like me and Knobolas could make
Let's
a
do
good
it.
team.
Let's do
Sure.
it.
All right. So
All
tell me
right,
what
I'll,
you're doing. What's
All
the
right,
plan?
so I'm gonna stay here with the human we knocked out with with the rest of the group. Knobolas is gonna do disguise self, and he's going to take on the robe and the form of the person we knocked out. And Agnomeio is gonna go with him and play the new cult member.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
Okay.
plan.
Oh,
Do it.
idea. Also, I could send Booker along, and I've got beast sense, where I can like basically like hear and see what he's doing. So if we're
Mhm.
way back, I could know
Oh.
what's going. Like we could find out what's going on by having Booker as like spy
yeah, if
cam.
we need to rush in.
You good?
Cool.
Does that seem
Let's do
All right.
it.
Cool. So Knobolas and
I like it.
Agnomeio and Booker are all going together. So Knobolas, you have disguised yourself as the cultist, and then Agnomeio, you're just a lizard guy that is coming along for the ride because you're new.
I'm the new recruit.
Got it. Okay. All right. So you guys round the corner here, and you do see in this hallway there are 3 doors. There's one immediately to your right. There's another one about halfway down the hall, and then there's one at the far end of the hallway.
All right.
We know there's 5 people in here. Should we like maybe listen, like put our ears to the door to see if we hear anything going on in the first door?
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Okay. So make a perception check, Agnomeio.
Oh, baby.
Oh, it's about to
Wow.
get good.
I'm still rolling like crap. Nine.
So with a 9, so you listen at the door, and it takes you a little bit longer because you're really, you're trying to hear through a wooden door, and you don't hear anything. Maybe if anything, you hear like crackling of a fire, but that's about it. No voices.
Okay.
Maybe I'll check the next door.
All right. Why don't you, TaLin? Why don't you control Booker? Just
Yep.
you should be able to. All right. So Knobolas, roll perception for me.
I might need a refresh. Sorry.
That's fine. All right, 16. So you hear not really anything.
What time of day is it? Do we know?
Well, you went into Temple of Tongues probably about probably about 11 o'clock in the morning, I would guess, because you showed up in the morning and then you've done a bunch of stuff. I'd say it's probably about 1 p.m.
Okay. Shall we check the last door?
Yeah, let's check it out. Let's take a listen.
All right. So you listen at the last door. Roll perception again.
Booker also has way better
19.
perception than I do. Ooh,
Booker puts his little ear hole against
Booker's
the door.
way better at everything.
Booker,
Better
Booker is
charisma,
basically-
better
Gets up on his
perception.
hind legs and looks through the keyhole, just like.
All right, with a 19. So you hear nothing.
Okay.
Well, this was helpful.
All right. Well, let's open this first door. See what's in there. I say.
The first, like the first one came to.
At the end of the first one we passed by.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. So you open that first door, and you see a set of stairs that are leading up.
Leading up. Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I was kidding. We can take it
Yeah.
out.
Let's not go up yet.
Okay. Okay. You're thinking what I'm thinking. Good.
Yeah. Let's wait for the group to do that.
Okay.
All right. So
You
we'll
open this next one because you should go in. You should go in first. You look like somebody who should
All right,
be
I'll open this
walking
one.
around here.
All right. So you open the second door, and you see a very long hallway, ending in blackness. And roll a quick perception for me, Knobolas. It's gonna be a lot of these.
All right.
It's very dark in here, and you guys aren't necessarily carrying light.
19.
A 19. So you do see that there is a door at the very end of the hallway, but it is completely obscured. There's like one torch that's lit on the way, but for the most part, you don't really see anything.
Okay. But we still
Well,
haven't
do we
seen
check the last one?
anybody.
Actually, I will say that with a 19, you hear what could only be described as like maybe somebody like kind of just playing with their clothes or like, you know, adjusting themselves, like kind of just rustling of clothing.
Aw,
Huh.
he's scratching himself.
Adjusting himself. Wow, man. What kind of man is that kid?
Typical dude on guard.
He's preparing for Booker to bite his balls off.
Right? He's wearing.
He's looking forward to it, apparently.
Good answer.
Same here. I don't think- All right.
Everybody's got their thing.
Anyway, should we
Uh,
check it out?
Well,
Booker does
why don't-
have dark vision and good perception. Do you want him to roll?
Why don't we get the group and go see what's up at the top of these stairs? I don't think we should go any farther.
Yeah, it
without
seems
the
like
group.
we could come this far with y'all.
Yeah.
Well, should
yeah.
we look in this other door that hasn't been opened?
Okay, let's look in the other door just because I do love opening doors.
I don't.
So actually to that point, so Knobolas, I noticed that you shut the other door again. So we'll assume you did that quietly, and that will be fine. All right, so you open this last door, and you see a small room about 20 feet by 20 feet. In each corner of the room is a statue of a snake. They're all pointed inwards. There are 3 torches in the room. The torch across from the door is lit, and the torches on either side of the room are unlit. In the center of the floor is a grate.
This feels very sacrificey.
I know. I'm gonna peek down into the grate. I fear what I may find, but
Sure. So you look down in the grate, and you see darkness.
Wonderful.
okay. Well,
Just
that's
disappears
not
into an
ominous.
inky black.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna shut this door. All right, let's go get the group, and we'll let them know. Well, they already know that there's nothing up here because Booker was the
Yeah.
scout. So, come on, guys, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
I pass
check
on
out
the
these
message
stairs.
that they're saying to just come join him.
Yeah, there's nobody up here. It's all clear.
Well, do we think it's all clear that we heard like clothing rustling? That's
Well, except for it's all clear in this hallway, I guess. The one door is definitely not clear.
Now my spell does have a limited time, just FYI, just for the group.
Okay.
It's like an hour,
So
right?
I can. Yeah, it's an hour, so we got time. I'm just letting y'all know, like.
Sure.
You managed to wander around the whole marketplace and do everything in the Temple of Tongues. Like,
True.
So
All right,
Daffy,
let's-
you
We got
notice
time.
the cultist starts to move a little bit, as if he's waking up from a little nap.
Great. I guess I'll kick him awake.
Kick him in the temple.
Yeah, that's boot.
Well, while you do that, Alessio is still with us, right?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
because I know that
Alessio, do you still
TaLin
have him in
is
a
here.
chokehold?
You want to ask more questions, right?
Yeah, I've got more questions.
All right, go for it. What is the circumference of a ball python?
Anaconda. What do you know?
Coral snake, is that gold, yellow on red is what? Yeah, anyway. All right. Continue.
What's needed for the ritual?
What's needed for the ritual?
Yeah.
What ritual?
To bring Halix back. What do y'all need to bring Halix back?
Who's Halix?
Excuse me.
Who are you? Where am I?
Oh God, he's dumb now.
Alessio's strength.
He are you holding him, Alessio, or would you have? I would imagine you probably would have let him go after he went unconscious, right?
He's wait, he's on a call or something.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Sorry. All right. Well, Daffy would. I think Alessio probably would have let him go. He kind of is.
But once we saw him start to stir, we didn't like. I was gonna put a knife to his neck until I remembered Alessio was still with us.
Sure. All right. Well, then he probably would have reacted a little bit more panicky, but same answers.
Can I do an insight check to see?
Sure.
I have to check what my thing. Okay, +4. Sweet. 9 + 4 is 13.
There's something different about his eyes or his face. You believe that something is different with him. At the moment,
he was under like a spell.
Either a spell or just somehow he truly does not know where he is. And right now he's surrounded by...
What's the last thing you remember, buddy?
Go ahead, Daffy.
What's the last thing you remember to the human? I'm saying.
Okay, that's fine. I thought... he says, I remember coming here in a wagon and being sold. And then there was this white, like, liquid. It kind of smoked out of the bottle that they had it in, and they told me I had to drink it or they would kill me. So naturally, I drank it. And that's the last thing I remember.
Who's they? Do you know anything about your captors?
I was sold by there was a bunch of gnolls that had captured me. I was in the jungle, and they sold me to some snake-looking people, and they made me drink the potion.
Yeah,
a bunch of
checks
unts. Were they a bunch of unts?
I would describe them as that, yes.
Adds up. What do we want to do with this guy? I have no more questions because he's useless now. Do we want to tie him up or just let him go?
Why am I naked?
Don't worry about it.
Is he also
You had a
wondering
good
why
time.
everyone looks just like him, like standing in front of him?
You had a good time. Don't worry about it.
Well, you're around the corner in Knobolas, so yeah, all right. Yeah, I felt a little sore. That's.
The snakes, man.
Drink a lot of water, you'll be fine.
All right, that's fine.
yeah, I mean.
So let me pause you for 1 second. Alessio is still on the call. Daffy and TaLin, please make a perception check real quick.
Sure. Woohoo! 18. I don't think I have anything to add to it. Oh, 19. I have a +1.
All right, so a 19 and a 10.
Yeah.
So TaLin, you see a snake slithering from one of the holes behind this cultist, and it's rearing back as if to strike. I'm going to give you one chance to do something about it, since you happen to see it.
Okay, I have a dagger. Oh, I have my brace of daggers. I'm whipping both of them at that snake.
Okay. Make 2 attack rolls with it then.
Okay, Duke. I'm going to do that on here. Otherwise, it'll take me 2 days to figure it out. Attack. Normal.
So he sees you pulling the daggers from your bracers and basically hurling them towards his head. And both daggers...
I yell, get down.
Both daggers fly past his ears and strike into the snake, who then retreats back into the hole.
Would you say it's about half the radius of an anaconda?
Roughly.
Well, that anaconda don't want none.
I was like, I make the reference.
Always make the reference to Sir Mix-a-Lot. That will endear you with the Dungeon Master. All right, so you toss these 2 daggers and you strike into the snake that was about to bite this guy.
Well done.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, this dude's naked. Do we bother tying him up, Daffy, or should we just let him?
He's pretty defenseless at this point. I'm okay with just letting him be.
Okay.
Yeah. He's had a rough enough day, it sounds like.
Yeah.
It seems rude to murder a naked man.
Right? It's one thing to be unarmed, but...
All right, so tell me what you guys are doing. So are you leaving him here? Are you going in the door? I don't want to run out of time.
I mean, if he wants to come, he can. But I mean, we're about to go fight a bunch of snake people, so that's up to him.
All right, I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah.
What I missed? Sorry.
Yeah, we're going to explain to him that, like, hey, look, we'll set you free. We're off to fight. You can join us, or you can try to save yourself and, maybe find some clothes and
What's happening?
help other slaves while you're at it.
Oh,
So-
the guy doesn't remember where he is. Turns out he was just a slave who got brainwashed, and he doesn't remember anything about anything. So we're letting him go. Oh, and he's naked.
So all the information we got from him was bullshit?
No, I think
No,
whatever
we
did
think
knock
that
him
was
out,
real.
It reset him or whatever. Like when he woke up, he didn't remember who he was or where he was or anything.
Yeah.
He says
they've been pouring white liquid in people, but not in the fun way.
he interrupts your comments. He says, "I think my name was Alex."
No one asked.
I think it was Alex. No, well, you guys were saying that he forgot his name. He says, "I think my name was Alex."
Does Knobolas want to give him his robe back, or does he fall in love with
No,
it?
hell no. This is a slick
Hell
throw. I
no.
love it.
No.
Love it.
Keep it. This is my robe.
I think there were some
No.
curtains he could tear down. Go tear down a curtain. You'll be fine.
Why, we don't want a naked adventurer as part of our party? I like it.
All right, where are you guys going? What are you doing?
Okay, I'm sorry.
You should go up these steps. Let's go up the steps. Let's check out what's upstairs.
All right, we're going
All right.
up these stairs.
Alex, do good.
Okay.
Wait,
Right now
is
they
it,
get
I
killed
look
out there,
just like
buddy.
him. Should I? Is that weird?
We're letting you live.
It depends on what you want to
What?
do.
You like him?
No, I said I look just like him. Is that weird?
Oh.
Dude, give him-
All right,
give
so
him
you guys
back
are heading
the-
Did
upstairs?
you notice?
All right, yeah, we're going upstairs.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I'm his twin brother, if anyone asks.
His twin brother.
All right.
Another long hallway. Look at this.
So it's loading here. Okay. So,
Can I check the lightning bugs?
yes, you may.
Don't they stick around for like an hour?
So the lightning bugs, they more race towards your goal. If you can keep up with them, then you are able to follow them. At this point, the lightning bugs, they flew through a wall and you guys spent a whole bunch of time doing stuff. So I would say you probably
Right.
don't see them. But let's do this. I'll make it interesting for you. Roll Arcana for me.
Nice.
Just you.
Ruh-roh.
Wait, who?
Oh, that's
TaLin.
not bad.
Tom.
Let's see if you can detect the magical essence of your firebox.
Oh my god, I thought it was going to land on a 1. 19, 22.
So you can. So these you sense that they probably headed to the left. So once you've reached the
Like
top
east?
of these, yeah, west
Or
west. So
West, okay.
once you've reached the top of these stairs, you're in a long hallway with a corridor that leads to the right, ending in a door, and a corridor that leads to the left, ending in a T junction. There are there is light coming from the left-hand side, and like I said, that's where your fire path pointed.
All right. We're going
Guys,
left.
it's this way towards the dragon.
Now, as far as going north or south, you're even though you rolled really well, you just don't know.
Well, looks like there's a door to the north.
Should we still be sending Agnomeio and Knobolas ahead?
Well, Knobolas can lead the way. Sure. You can be our guide. We could all just be new recruits. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess I'll lead the group.
Okay, so Knobolas is going to be in the front.
So Knobolas, are recruit route? Like, if we encounter anyone, are we going recruit route, or like y'all are captives? Like, what? I feel like recruit's a little sus. Just say like, oh yeah, these 6 people are.
Okay, yeah, we're captives. That's cool.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Just want to make sure we're aligned there.
So Knobolas, are you heading?
So we're
to
all wandering along with our hands behind our back as if they were attacked.
Yeah.
All right, Knobolas. So are we going up or down?
north or south? What do you
Did
do?
the lightning bug?
It did not give a hint. It didn't give a hint
They
other
only
than
told us
to
to go
go
this far.
to the west. Yep.
We do a perception check?
Well, it looks like there's only one way up and 2 ways down. I'm really bad at making decisions. Let's just go up.
Okay.
There's a door up there.
I dig it.
All right, so I'm going to go up to the door. All right.
Sure. So you head up to the door, and you find that there is a wooden door here. It appears to be locked.
All right, you want me to pick this thing?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I'm going to use my thieves' tools.
Okay.
Is anybody listening first? Or screw it.
Screw it, just
Alessio,
going
do
in.
you hear anything?
All right. So a 25 will definitely unlock it.
Damn.
And
Pick the shit out of that door.
mm-hmm. All right. So are you?
Well, I hear the click.
Mhm.
Kind of listening. I open it slowly to see what's on the other side.
Okay. As you open it slowly, immediately you're hit with a waft of very hot air. It's very humid too. And you can see that there is fire burning inside of this room, more so than just torches.
Oh God.
It also
God.
smells a little foul.
You mean like ducks?
I do mean like ducks. Yes.
Barbecue
Guys,
duck.
I look back. I say, guys, it's a fire. It's a fire.
Burn, baby, burn.
Are you? So tell me, are you going into the door or no?
No.
Okay.
I kind of turn back and like, guys, there's a really foul stench. There's a lot of fire. It's a lot of hot air. You know,
right.
I don't know. My instinct tells me we should not go that way.
So Alessio,
Do we
roll a
see
stealth
anything
for
on the
me.
door?
No, there's nothing to the door other than it's just a wooden door.
Oh, okay.
But
Did
Alessio,
you
roll
say roll stealth?
Yes, please. Because you opened this door a little bit and then you closed it. A 22. Nobody noticed you opened the door.
All right, good.
Good.
Did you notice anybody in there?
Oh,
Or,
actually,
like, burning in there?
hold on. Sorry. Let me just.
Oops.
I should roll for it. I shouldn't just assume. Okay. Wow. That's surprising. Okay. So no, nobody saw anything with the door. What would you like to do?
So there
Should
was
we shove
somebody
our
in
naked
there.
friend in there?
Why are you so
left
evil?
You left him
I'm
down.
sorry. I mean, I am freaking like a freaking warlock, right? Like,
You also left him on the bottom floor,
okay.
which
Never mind.
you know may or may
he's
not
all
have
the
been a
way
wise move.
I think we
I
let
thought he
naked
was going
Alex
with us. I
go.
didn't know we were leaving him.
Well, tell me what you guys
He's
did
gonna
because you
go.
specifically were. It seemed as if you were leaving him. You told him good luck and don't do anything stupid or
I
something
mean,
like that.
I told him
Yeah.
I told Navas to give his robe back so he just looked like he was normal again, and he's like, no, I'm keeping that shit.
Listen,
I thought
maybe
we
he's a
were joining
nudist
our
now.
party.
We
I
don't.
apologize.
Maybe
I
that's
don't
okay.
think
Okay,
the snake people
so
are
we
gonna
gagged
catch-
him. So we gagged him, and he's walking along with us. That way he
Okay.
can't alert anybody.
Sure. All right. So Alex is now
All
with
right,
your
this
party.
is really kinky.
So he's
I'm
with
just
us now.
watching a naked guy with a gag. Like, oh my God.
Naked guy with a
Can we
gag.
just ask him to be quiet? He seems pretty amenable.
I know.
I was gonna let him go, but now we're all sus. So
You just put the robe back on him, dude.
no,
No.
no,
want to
leave him
suffer.
vulnerable. He's less likely to do anything.
Oh,
How about
God.
this?
The,
You know what? I'll give him his underwear back. Is that give him some dignity?
You took his underwear?
He said he was
You gotta
naked.
complete the
Did
ensemble.
you think they were gonna check down to your underwear to see if you were legit?
No, Knobolas just wanted his
Yeah,
underwear.
but do you have the holy underwear?
You
Are
had,
you in Utah?
so you hand him. Hold on.
Knobolas is like he's hiding a piece in his underoos. Get it?
So you hand him back his underwear, but because you're a lizard with a tail, you ended up having to rip a hole in the back of them. So they're he's flapping in the breeze back there.
Easy access, no worries.
Nice. Oh,
Great.
my
Now
God.
he's walking around with underwear that's got a hole in the back and a gag.
What is with the gag? What is with the gag?
She said he was gagged. All right. So
All right, let's go south.
I can't wait for the YouTube short.
So Alex actually says to you, he says it very quietly. He says, "Cultists aren't allowed to be up here. You should be very careful."
Oh, see, it's good we brought gagged Alex.
Oh, sorry, you're right. He's
Oh,
gagged. He.
Stop gagging Alex. Just let him talk. He's being helpful.
All right. Well, we remove it, but again, Booker is nudging his nuts. Like,
Fair.
All
you
right.
scream, I'll give you a
I'm
reason.
starting to feel like he's really into that now.
I'm starting to think that drinking while playing D&D is not a good idea.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, so Alessio has run away from the group, and he's all the way down at the bottom, which I appreciate that in this case, Jason. So we're gonna do like the one more thing, and then we'll be done for the night because I know it's late. Okay, so you guys head back down to the far south of this corridor, and Alessio, since you decided to just run, make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Okay.
If cultists aren't allowed, should we just
Oh,
go
man.
ahead and give him back his robe?
No, he's not getting back his robe.
I
right.
rolled a natty
Trying to
one.
hide
I
us.
You sure did.
I did
All right.
roll a natty one, and just like the T-shirt, I will risky whiskey it.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
fair.
Slaves.
Oh,
gags,
I'm
and
glad you
holes.
said
Oh,
something.
my.
Yeah, I have not
So I
done
don't
it
know
yet.
if that'll fly on YouTube's algorithm. I don't think they'll let us do that. But great suggestion.
Not that much better, but a little better.
An 11
11.
still won't do it. So, as you are making your way down this corridor, you fail to notice that there's a bit of a lump in one of the tiles on the floor, and you step right on it. And a spear comes flying out of the wall, similar to what had impaled TaLin earlier. And you're going to take 11 points of damage.
Ouch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually have to roll to hit. 1d.
Yeah, you gotta roll the hit, dude.
I do. It has a pretty decent, yeah. So 19.
Yeah, I'm 14. So.
Yep. So it's going to do 11 points of damage to you.
All right.
And then it's going to retract back into the wall. And again, the blood that splatters on the floor just absorbs right into the sandstone.
Some creepy shit.
How is the blood not important? Come on.
I don't think it's not important. I just don't think we figured out what we need to use it for yet.
According to Alex the Cultist, they just like to bathe in it for their skin.
Like, you're talking about like our own blood? Or are you talking about like the pool of blood?
I think
All
this
the
whole-
blood. There's a
know,
lot
this
of
whole
blood
temple
theme
is-
going on here.
Dude, I think there's some kind of like spell on this Ziggurat that just
Yeah, it's
There's
drinking.
something going
It's
on in
drinking
here.
the blood.
it's
It's
sucking
definitely
on, like
drinking
any
the blood.
drop of blood
That's
given. Just
that's
gets
why I
sucked
thought
in.
like maybe you need blood to bring back Halix.
I'm sure they do.
But that's what they've been doing, though. They've
Oh,
been
they
sacrificing.
definitely need blood. So, all right.
They've been sacrificing a lot of people to try to bring him back, but it obviously hasn't fully done anything yet.
I tried to ask Alex, but
So
Oh, he's got
At
a
the end-
tennis ball in his mouth now.
we'll make this one last decision, and then we'll be done for the night. So there's at the end of this hallway there are two doors, one to the east and one to the west.
okay. I have two advantage rolls or whatever from Yona
You
for
do.
getting through the Ziggurat. Could I use one of them here to...
So
I
those
don't know.
rolls are specifically for
we do?
detecting traps or detecting secret entrances. So if you'd like to
Okay.
basically be like, oh, do I recognize this hallway from Yona and my chat earlier? Then that would be, I would give you an answer, and that would be one of your uses. Probably
I mean,
would have helped
but the
Alessio
answer
about
could
2
just
seconds
be-
ago.
Yeah, the answer could just be, yeah, I recognize the hallway. I still don't know which door to go through.
Let's go west.
All right.
Yeah.
So that door is locked.
Dang.
Let's not go west.
Let's
Okay,
go
but
east.
if that room has like a bunch of water and another room has, or no, not water, air or earth, I feel like these rooms might be useful.
What's over? What's behind door number 2?
Yes, is the eastern door locked?
All right.
Sure isn't.
So that door is not locked. As you guys walk into it, you see a kind of an empty hallway. Actually, it's a little hard to determine what this room might be used for. But it seems to be well lit, and there is a door to your south and another door kind of I'll just tell you, a little further down the hallway to the south as well. However, we will have to wait until next week to find out what is behind those doors, because I can see Molly half fallen asleep here.
More hallways next episode.
More hallways and yes, dungeon delving. But as you guys all are stepping through this room, you hear a dragon's roar, and it's coming from above you, and you hear kind of like these big whoosh, whoosh, and then suddenly just a giant thud from above you as something extremely heavy hits the ceiling. There's dust and sand falling from the tiles in the ceiling, and you hear somebody, I mean presumably the dragon, saying, "You can't hurt me with those daggers."
Oh.
And then that will be the end of our episode.
Oh, the cultists are trying to attack the dragon? Oh shit.
So,
Wait, Adriana, did you say we drink our tea?
Yeah, I think we should drink.
you haven't made your tea yet.
Let's sit around and make.
It
some
only
tea.
takes 10 minutes.
That sounds like a great idea.
Let's wait outside this door and brew some tea for 10
I
minutes.
like that idea.
And everybody
actually.
have some tea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, we gotta see what's in that room before we start making tea.
It lasts for 8 hours. The protection of the tea lasts for 8 hours.
Well,
Okay.
Either way, you guys can discuss that this week, and we'll find out what happens next week here on Dungeons and Drams.
All right, guys. I think we're about to come heads over to dragon. I love this.
Yeah.
So
We're
thank you.
freeing the dragon, right?
I know it's Dungeons and Drams, but I mean, dragons is usually in there, so I'm.
I'm a dragon.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us here on the my God, I did it again. It's been a very long time since I've done that. Thank you guys all for joining us here on Dungeons and Drams. Make sure you check the links in the description for all of the usual stuff, especially the Discord. It'd be fun to get some more people in there. Check out the new t-shirts that we've created. They look awesome. Jason did a great job on them. And the Patreon and the podcast, all of the links are down below. So thank you guys all for playing. You did a wonderful job tonight. You did good with the puzzles and avoided some other fun stuff that I had planned for you, which maybe they'll show up later. We'll see.
Oh boy.
And now you have Alex the Cultist, who's joining you and wandering around behind you like a lost dog.
Now we have a naked S&M player.
So anybody in the chat, let us know what you want us to name this episode, and I'll go through those all later. Snake holes and underwear. That's a pretty provocative name.
You gotta filter some of those out.
I'm gonna have to go back through this. I love it, but you guys have a couple of minutes to submit them before the stream will go off. So thank you everybody. Thank you all for playing, and we'll see you guys next week on Dungeons and Drams.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See ya. Cheers.